The Rippaverse has proven that winter is here.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side.
Hi everyone, my name is Jacob Airy. Welcome to my vidcast StudioJake, where I talk about all things pop culture. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We are returning to the indie space with another announcement from the Rippaverse. That's right. On March 11, so just a week away, we are going to finally get the much anticipated Yaira. So if you're not familiar with Yaira, she first appeared in ISOM number 1 and was mentioned in 2 as well as Alpha Core. And she was one of the biggest characters to make an appearance in ISOM number 1. I am very excited about this. So we have the Soska sisters, who are horror film directors, and they also wrote a Black Widow run for Marvel Comics. They are handling the writing, and an artist named Deborah Carita is doing the artwork. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. In this regard, I am going into Yaira blind. I'm not familiar with the Soska sisters' work, sadly. Horror is just not my jam. Very rarely do I engage in horror, usually just around Halloween time. I'm also not familiar with the artist. With ISOM 1 and 2, as well as Alpha Core, I kind of knew all the principal figures who are behind the writing and the artwork, right? Eric July did the writing for ISOM 1 and 2. Chuck Dixon did the writing for Alpha Core. So there I was already sold. But with Yaira, I'm going into this blind, and I have to say, I'm kind of into it. With the Rippaverse, making such a splash on the indie scene, you can see how this is going to pull talents who might be blacklisted in the main part of the industry or who are rejected by certain sectarian groups within the indie publishing world. Either way, I'm excited for Yaira. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be good. I have very high expectations. Now, I was proven wrong. When ISOM 2 exploded and became a multi-million-dollar comic book, I was pleasantly surprised for Eric July. I wasn't expecting ISOM 2 to make $1 million, and I wasn't expecting Alpha Core to make more than $1 million, but I was proven wrong every time, so I'm not going to make a prediction on how Yaira is going to do. But I do think, especially with it being a female centric comic book, I think it's going to be exciting. We all love female superheroes, despite what the people behind Feminist Frequency and Sweet Baby Inc. think. We all look forward to reading them, and I'm very excited for Yaira. A few people have complained because it was supposed to come out in the winter, and it seems like it got delayed a little bit. Maybe that was because of quality control. I don't know. I don't care. But I do think it's kind of ironic because some of the same people complaining about it, barely making that winter deadline are people who have comic books still in the Indiegogo or Kickstarter process 3, sometimes 4 years late. So just sit down, finish your own comic book, and then you can complain about the Rippaverse. Because as far as I'm concerned, the Rippaverse is killing it. They're doing a fantastic job. It's got a tremendous group of talented people in the indie space, and I continue to hope they have success and continue to move forward. And I'm just going to say it. I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to it. They have won me over. The writing is very good. The artwork is very good. And I think Yaira is going to be awesome. I mean, check out this cover. This is a fantastic cover. It looks amazing. And if this is any indication, now obviously the cover art is different from the interior art. That's how it is in most cases. But I will say this cover is popping. It grabs you, it pulls you in. And I really think the Rippaverse is going to continue to do fantastic work as they continue to bring in. I saw an interview with the Soska sisters, and they're saying, "Oh, we're excited for 1 and we're already excited for 2." And she's like, "2, I want to go all the way to issue 100." And I really hope that is the case for all of the Rippaverse titles. I really like their business model. I really like how they work and pull everything together. And I continue to hope that they have success and continue to bring reading hours and sometimes even quicker for fans like me who just want to read comics. I don't care about the drama that's going on in certain movements in the indie space or what's going on in the mainstream. I just want to read comic books. That's what I'm here for, and that's what Rippaverse has done, is given me comic books to read, and I cannot wait to read Yaira #1.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die